Hello and welcome to another update video about silver. So it's been a while that I covered silver, and the silver price has not managed to turn in the wave 4. And to be honest, I talked about it before. It was a bit unlikely, it was a bit too weak, that push here to the upside, but and someone else commented, by the way, about that in the comment section already. This was probably already the wave 5. Yeah. So it did not reach the ideal level for a wave 5, which sometimes happens, but based on this retracement, as silver failed to reverse in this wave 4 area and make a higher high in a wave 5, we can take that off the chart and have to assume that this, let me just put those fibs back, have to assume that this was already the 4 and this was actually the 5. They did not, these levels, or especially the wave 5, did not reach its ideal high. Therefore, it was difficult to detect, but what we have to clearly say, it did not reach the ideal level. Nevertheless, it all played out in my reversal area here that we had, just did not push higher in that final move higher. So that means, what does that mean? That means that we are in the most bullish scenario here in the wave 2 already, that I already had on the chart. So we basically jumped one step forward and moved in this reversal area, which I already had on the chart here. It just happened a little bit sooner than anticipated. So here we are already. I might have to adjust that now slightly. So let me just do this now. We base it on, and I think I did that already. No, that's fine. So we've reached then by this scenario already the wave 1. We came down all the way to the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level, and we seem to be reversing now. It's a little bit too early to confirm here that we are already pushing higher. I'd be a bit careful about that. But this would be the bullish scenario. I mean, theoretically, this move could go all the way down to $18.12. Because in a wave 2, if you retrace quite a lot, you could go all the way to the beginning of the wave 1, which is here 1813. It's normally very unlikely though to get to that area. So of course you can, but then it's unlikely it's still a wave 2. If you really go to the same level again, there's a good chance you actually break that level. Therefore, if we look at this in terms of highest likelihood, as we have retraced quite a lot already, I would still give it the possibility in the wave 2 to come down to that 1844 level. But really, if we break that, then it will be very unlikely that it's still a wave 2. So there's one more fib level here that it could come down to, but here it needs to reverse at the latest then to the upside. So let me just take that out. So it could at the moment be that we've already done the correction in a wave 2, but again, I'm a bit skeptical about that. If we take a look at that, it could very well be that this here was the wave A. We now see a wave B rally and will then come down in a wave C, maybe here to that 88.7% fib level. So I'm a bit skeptical at the moment about all of this here. What we need to see now is an impulsive move to the upside. This is the area where I would primarily, however, anywhere in here, and how long that movement takes, I don't know. This is impossible to forecast how long such a movement takes. But anywhere in this area, I would expect the move to reverse to the upside. If we go below 1813, and to be honest, already below 1844, it will get quite likely, then we are obviously making a new low. And this is the alternative scenario of 40% probability still. I gave originally the bullish scenario here 60% probability, which means there is still a 40% probability for the bearish scenario. That is the case because so far we have only seen here an impulsive move to the upside with a very weak wave 5. And we have not yet seen, at least I don't think yet, we have not yet seen the completion of a 3-wave move down. This is always what we want to see, and I have mentioned that various times in the past. You always want to see a 5-wave move to the upside as first indication that we have seen the low, and then you need to see a 3-wave move down, A, B, C, and that will give you the confirmation that the low is in with the highest possible likelihood. There are never guarantees. And then ideally, out of this reversal area of the ABC, you want to see a very first small impulse to the upside. And that is the best scenario you get really to say that the low was in. Because it indicates that the trend is changing to the upside. Now we've come down here quite strongly, to be fair, and in no way we can rule out that we go even lower. Yeah, so this is still with a 40% probability possible, as in my opinion it's not very clear that we have seen here a 3-wave move, not yet. I think it could very well be we built that now, but again this could also just be an impulse. For example, a wave 1, we're now doing the wave 2 and will come down impulsively in a wave 3 and would then overall go lower. Yeah, if you remember, this was my large target area for the overall correction. We have really only touched the upper side of it anyway. Yeah, so if you remember, the overall wave count here suggested that we have since March 2020 created a larger wave 1 and that we were, or still are possibly, in this larger wave 2 correction. I estimated that to end based on Fibonacci retracement levels in the region between $13.60 and $18.60, with an ideal level in that area between $15.60 and $16.70. So this would be the ideal level in the larger reversal area. Yeah? So as you can see, we've really only touched that area before. So we saw an impulse from here, yes. But theoretically you could come down much lower in this area. Yeah? So in no way is guaranteed that we go up from here, and this current correction that we see is definitely a stress test for the bullish scenario. So the bulls, in summary, need to hold the 1844 level. If we go below that, it increases the likelihood that the low wasn't in yet, and that we will also break below 1813. And if we go below 1813, then we will, in the first instance, in my opinion, get to that level here at 1670, 1680, yeah, to retest that level. Here we then have the next chance to move to the upside and finish off the overall correction. Alright, and that's currently my update here about silver. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then also check out my main channel, More Crypto Online, and the link for that is in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.